The Chicago Bears are home for Week 2, welcoming in the Cincinnati Bengals, who kicked off their 2021 by kicking themselves to victory at the very last second.
For the win!
Nice way to get out of the gate, right? And the same could be said about Joe Burrow, who got back under center and continued to look very much like the face of the franchise.
Burrow with a look. End zone throw! Touchdown! T. Higgins!
Burrow had the jungle rocking harder than a GNR concert, putting up a nice fat rating, throwing for over 250 yards and 2 scores, one of which went to his bud Jamar Chase, who eased a lot of nerves in his debut. Come on, who needs hands in the preseason anyway, right?
Going deep, Jamar Chase! He's got it! Chase to the end zone! That's a Bengal touchdown!
The Bengals' passing attack looked pretty good in Week 1 and could look good in Week 2 if the Bears can't clean some things up defensively. In fact, their room is a mess based on what we saw from their secondary last week.
Snapper, he's going to air it out deep downfield, wide open.
Chicago's DBs aren't the only ones who need to improve. Their front has to be able to make an impact too. They picked up 1 sack in Week 1, and Cincy appears to be once again a team that will give up a lot of QB takedowns. They gave up 5 to the Vikings.
Burrow in the pocket, is going to go down!
But while the Bengals' pass protection looked similar to last year's, their run game did not. Joe Mixon having himself a game.
Joe Mixon to the end zone, touchdown Bengals!
The Bears may lean on their run game quite a bit this year if what we saw from David Montgomery is a sign of things to come. He was the lone bright spot for Chicago in their loss.
3rd and 1 gives it to Montgomery, and Montgomery is in for the touchdown.
But hold your horses, because Cincinnati took on Dalvin Cook last week and bottled him up, holding him to just 61 yards on 20 carries.
It's Cook.
They weren't quite as stout stopping the pass, however. Kirk Cousins hitting them for over 350 yards off a rating over 100.
Open, first down, and maybe more!
But they take on their former signal caller, Andy Dalton, and he did not fare well against that Rams D.
Fires tipped, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone.
To be fair, not many QBs fare well against that Rams D, but everyone knows this is a storyline to watch, especially when it's clear the Bears are going to use Justin Soldier Fields, regardless of whether he's the starter yet.
Here goes Fields. Can he get in? Yes, he can.
So lots on the line for both teams early in the season. Chicago's trajectory, maybe? For the Bengals and Burrow, a 2-0 start? Well, as Lois Griffin might put it, it would be tops. That would just be the bee's knees, Meg. Though I never knew bees had knees. But I do know this video has a comment section, and you know what to do with it at this point. We have a full screen that finishes this off, and I know what to do with it.